Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today's video, we are going to just basically do a full face of drugstore makeup. At least I'm going to try to keep it all drugstore. We're going to mix it up with some products that I already have in my stash, and then some newer products. And of course, the star of the show is going to be the Versed Skin Solution Multi-Serum Skin Tint with SPF 40. So what I'm going to start out with is I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes and stuff first, and then we'll apply the skin tint. So, because I am going to use a new palette, and I don't know if it's going to give me fallout or not. So, but before we get started, if you're not already following me, please click that subscribe button and the notification so you could be notified every time I post a new video. Okay, friends, so I mentioned that I've got some new products and some products that are newer to my stash. Now, this came out a couple of months ago. It is the LA Girl 9-color eyeshadow palette. Now, I've tried their larger eyeshadow palettes in the past, and they're really, I really like the formula. This one, I have to shout out Risa Does Makeup, because she actually is the one that found this, and she put it up on her stories or something, and she said she couldn't believe that it was not a high-end palette. I thought I opened this before we got started. Hang on, I gotta get it open. I feel like these products are getting harder and harder to open. Here's what that color story is looking like, and I'm sorry, it's kind of reflective. There we go. I think if I have it like that, you can see. This looks absolutely gorgeous. It does not look like a drugstore palette. Now, it does feel a little plasticky. It's not going to have like some of those more high-end like Natasha Denona or Pat McGrath, but Charlotte Tilbury's latest 9-pan palette just has a clear plastic cover on it, and everybody was saying that they couldn't believe that it kind of felt more drugstore. So let's take a couple of swatches here of this palette. It's got like these almost like creamy kind of shimmers that you would find in like a Natasha Denona or a Mario palette. So here's the swatches, and I'll tell you, it's swatched really nicely and it feels really good. So let's get started on getting this on the eyes. So as the Sephora sale is drawing closer, I know in the last video I told you guys that I wasn't sure if I was going to actually shop the sale, but I've been, of course, watching videos, and there are so many. Hang on, I'm just going to put my headband on too. There's so many people doing videos and so many you know, great products dropping. So now I'm almost like thinking, maybe I should shop it, but maybe not go too crazy. Because what I've done this year with my budget is, instead of like just buying, like kind of, you know, saving up and waiting for the sale, I've been picking products up like when they drop and reviewing them. So I don't really need, well, I don't need any of it. Do we need any of it really? But you know, it's just, you know, I have a channel and I'm interested in the drop. So it's a little hard not to be tempted by that. Look at the pigmentation on that. I'm going to go in with this like taupier shade just to blend in this part here. Really nice. I think I'm going to put this lightest one like right in the corner, like in the inner half of my lid. And then I'm just going to blend this in more. It's almost like too pigmented. Really nice pigmentation on this palette. I'm actually going to add a little bit more of this brighter shade, and I'm gonna tap a little bit more of that in because I feel like the peachy shade is making it a little too dark for me. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, my friends. I'm just gonna go in with a black liner on the top. Wet n Wild. This one is really good and really affordable. Okay, liquid liner is on. And now for mascara, I picked up the new, this is a L'Oreal mascara. It is the Paradise Big Deal, buildable volume and length, clump resistant, lightweight, stroke after stroke. So you're supposed to be able to do like 30 strokes to build this up. And I know Allie Glines tried it, and you know, I think after a while, like she even was like, I think this is a bit too much. So it works, but I think in my opinion, it looked like it was starting to clump a little bit. It looked really nice on her because she has really nice long eyelashes, but she was of the opinion that you really didn't need to go that far with it. So let's just get this out. Now I love the L'Oreal mascaras. For drugstore, I think they've got like the best. So here's how that component is looking. And then here's the wand. Definitely has that kind of wand that looks like you could really build it up. Oh, this is interesting. It's really, okay, so it's very like malleable, meaning like it's not stiff, like it's, you know how some of those mascaras can almost feel like they're gonna stab you in the eye. Doesn't look like that. Okay, so far I feel like, and maybe it's meant to do that, maybe there's a reason why, but I feel like you really have to like build this mascara up. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I really was expecting a lot more out of this, I think. I don't really like mascaras that I have to build up and build up and build up. I thought I was going to get a lot of payoff like right away. So it's okay. But I think I would like to have more more volume and more drama, like a little bit faster. Okay, so that's that new L'Oreal mascara. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the star of the show, which is the Versed Skin Tint. And then I just want to give you some information about the company. Let me just grab my specs. So if you're familiar with Merit, Merit actually is the same owner as Versed. And it looks like they started out with skincare and now they've moved on to makeup. So it is a multi-serum skin tint. It has a good amount of shades for a tint. Remember, those are going to be more flexible. It's free from parabens, silicone, sulfates, and 350 plus ingredients that have questionable data. It has hyaluronic acid to hydrate the skin and deliver a fresh looking appearance, and cockadoo plum extract, which helps brighten the appearance of dull skin. It's a natural second skin finish. It has a light to medium buildable coverage, a nourishing ultra hydrating face serum. So that's a background on this serum. I got shade 5N, and I'm just shaking it up. I think they tell you to do that. Now I have so much on the back of my hand that I'm gonna have to show you the color on the inside of my hand. And then I'm gonna use a BK Beauty. And I'm gonna use a BK Beauty. This is a 101 foundation brush. And I really like this brush a lot. Let me take my glasses off. And just start getting this in. Now this is not a first impression for me. I've been actually testing this out since I picked it up. So it's been about a week or so that I've had it. And I think the shade is really good. I had to order mine from Target. It also says on the website that you could get it at Target. Of course, you can get it at their website and CVS, although I haven't seen it in my CVS. So, but yeah, that's the shade if you're my shade twin. So I don't know if like all the Targets and CVS's have the full line. You know, I guess it just depends on where you live, and or like the best way to apply it is a brush or your fingertips. Yeah, so I could definitely feel the serum. Like it feels super hydrating. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. I think it covers really well. I feel like I look really hydrated, and I like the shade. The 5N shade works really well for me. I probably, because it's a skin tint and it's flexible, I could probably wear other, you know, like another shade. But for now, this one works, and I think this could even take me into the summer. Okay. So let's go ahead and put on some contour. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this all drugstore. So I am going to use the Milani Liquid Contour in the shade 2 Ginger. I really like this contour a lot. Get this contour blended in. Because it's not too warm. I think that's why. Okay, so for blush, I've actually got a couple of options here. So I've got these e.l.f. liquid blushes, and then this is not really drugstore, but it's Sephora brand, and they're very affordable. And especially like in the upcoming sale, they're going to be 30% off. Now these are the ones before they changed the packaging. I don't know if they changed the formulation, but I haven't bought any of those. I haven't tried them yet. So I do have 4 shades, and I don't think they got rid of these shades, but I'm not exactly sure. So here's the swatches of the e.l.f. liquid, the 3 right there, and then here's the swatches of the Sephora. They're all really beautiful, but I don't really wear this orange shade too much because I'm not like a fan of that on me. This is called Fascinated. Yeah, Fascinated. So I thought maybe we would use this shade today. This is not as orange as it looks in the packaging. It actually is coming almost like a pinky peach. Very nice. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with this Essence Correct and Conceal. I used this in my last video. I mentioned that Babs Beauty said it was really good. So I went ahead and I picked it up. And I don't really have a lot of problems with like needing color correcting. I mean, my issue is I get red and on my face, and not all the time, but at times. And then I also have hyperpigmentation. So, but nonetheless, I do like how it brightens. So I've been enjoying this, and I want to say it was like $3.99. So that's good. Here's that shade again. I can't believe how that came out. I'm telling you, I really like these Sephora collection blushes a lot. Okay, and then for regular concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. I think this is I think e.l.f. has two, and I think this is like the creamy one or the hydrating one. So I'm just gonna, this has like really good pigmentation. And so if you like the Tarte Shape Tape, but it's a little rich for your wallet, the e.l.f. is really good. Repurchasing this e.l.f. in Target a couple months ago. Probably more than a couple of months ago, because time is just fleeting. I don't know about you, but I feel like time is just escaping out from under me. And my mom used to tell me that as you get older, it goes even faster. So I think we're in trouble here. If it's going to go any faster than it already is, I don't know. Okay, and then for the highlighter, I've actually got two highlighters, right? So I got the LA Girl highlighter, which is really nice. This is nice, just like the LA Girl 9 pan is. Okay, so there's the swatch right there. That's nice. And then in my Trend Mood box, I got some She Glam products. Now that was like a couple of boxes ago. So here's the box that it comes in. And then how super adorable is this highlighter? It looks like a little spaceship. And it has a little tab to pull it open because it kind of like snaps closed, almost like a little magnetic. But look at the inside of it. It looks like a planet. So it's really, really fun. And anyway, this is pink. It looks like it's pink, so I'm going to swatch this. Yeah, this is like a pinky iridescent. So there's the LA Girl, and then right underneath it, I mean, it's pretty. I guess we can try both of them and see how that goes. I like something more like the LA Girl. So it's like, kind of like more of that champagne. But I kind of like it if I bring it down like over the blush, almost like a blush topper. Okay, so that's nice. Let's try to go over it with the LA Girl. And kind of put it maybe a little higher up. What do you think? Okay, yeah, I can see it there. I put it like over here so we can see it. Really nice. So I did, in my last video, I actually reviewed a new highlighter that I got from Fenty. And I will say that even though the textures are a little bit different, they're not exactly the same, if you didn't want to spend the money on Fenty, because that was like out of your, you know, your budget, This is a nice highlighter, and it was very inexpensive. I don't remember the price offhand, but I thought it was like pretty amazing deal for the eyeshadow and the highlighter. So that's the She Glam. Really like that. Okay, and then also from She Glam, in my Trend Mood box, I hope this is drugstore. I really honestly don't know much about this brand, or even where you buy it. I'll have to look it up, but it says it is a Insta-Ready face and under eye setting powder. So I thought that was interesting. When I read the box, I was like, okay, so let's see what that looks like. So here's the container, really nice, feels luxe. I mean, it's got a good weight to it. And then, that was a plastic thing that flew out. So there is the pressed powder, which is, I guess that goes under your eye. And that is like a pink shade, which is nice. And then you open up and the loose powder is here. Now I opened this and I haven't tried it yet, but I had to take everything apart, so I wasn't having to do that on camera. So let's go ahead and put that on. I forgot to use my Angie from BK Beauty, her concealer brush. We'll use that the next time. But I did get the Nikki LaRose. This is, which number is this? It's like her multitasking brush. I watch her videos and I noticed that she uses this brush a lot, and then she explained what it's for. It is the N14. Really nice. It's got like a nice shine to it. It's black. It also gave me these She Glam powder puffs. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of the loose powder onto my face, and I'm going to use the powder puff. So it's very fine. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Danessa Myricks powder. That's Patty Alonso's favorite. And I'm just powdering right in here because I feel like I look like really glowy, and I kind of like to just set that down. Let's try the more pressed powder. And for that, I'm going to use Nikki's brush. This is kind of like what I bought her brush for, was to like kind of like powder under my eye, and then if I just want to go out on the sides and kind of like blend that in more. I mean, you could use this for many things. That's why it's called a multitasker. But I kind of like that because I put that brightener on, and then I put the e.l.f. on, which is kind of, it's kind of a lighter shade. And so I don't want to have like reverse raccoon eyes. So, and this is pink. So I feel like it kind of took that down a little bit. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this already. I can tell that, that I'm going to like it, like using it. So let me just get a close-up look here. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I don't feel like it matted it, you know, the loose powder, but I feel like it doesn't look, as shiny, I guess is where I'm trying to go with that. Okay, so I'm going to just wipe off what's on my lips, and we're going to do lips next. Okay, I have no idea how this is going to come out because I got one of the new e.l.f. I love these lip oil. It's the Glow Reviver lip oil, but the Glimmer finish. So they came out with like a bunch of these, and I think I got like 5 of them because I like the oils, but I like that they put these glimmer ones out. And I'm like just loving these lavender and purple shades. I've said this in other videos. So you already know I like it if you've been watching me. There it is right there. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of iridescent. So then I was like, well, what lip liner do I use? Because I don't have a lot of cool lip liners. So I found this L'Oreal one that a salesperson in Walgreens raved about this lip liner and the shade, and she kind of talked me into it. And it's 110. Matt's It is the name. So let me see. So this, I would say this is kind of on the cool side. Now I like this. What I don't like about it is it blends away. Well, actually this one's set down a little bit, but I know like when I did it on my hand and I just wiped it, it like came right off. And I think I kind of felt that way about it on my lips too. Then I also, this is new. I love these Maybelline Lifter glosses. This one is called On It. And I'd say that this is pretty cool too. These are like the cool, and I have a melt one, but I just can't find it at the moment. So the top one is the L'Oreal, the bottom one is the Maybelline. So I feel like this is a cool shade. So I'm feeling like this is, you know, this is what's going to look right. So I'm going to use the Maybelline one. I love these. I feel like they're a close dupe to the Fenty traced outliners, which I love. I love those too. But I feel like this is like a little more of an affordable version of that, and they have really good shades. So let me tell you what the shade name of this is. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you that. Is it on here? Opal-ology is the name of this lip oil. Oh. This is nice. This kind of reminds me of the gloss stick from Fenty, Icy Amethyst, except it obviously there are two different types of lip products. One's a lip oil, one's a gloss stick that feels like a really, like it's got more pigmentation to it. But the shades are close as far as like the look. Okay, it's very light. It feels really nice on the lips. I'm gonna just dip in one more time and see if I can get any more. Yeah, if you layer it up, you're gonna get more of the trueness of the shade. But that's Opal-ology, and it's really, really pretty. Okay, so let's see. Do we have anything left to do here? I guess I can put on a little bit of bronzer. And the Sephora Collection bronzer. I think when I got this, they changed the packaging right after. I've also got the Moira, which I really like. This is the Sephora. The Sephora almost is like kind of on the cool side. And then the Moira is a little more like, it's got like a light bronzer. So let's go with the Moira. And I'll put the shade names down below for you. Let's just see what this does. Oh yeah, this is bronzing me up. I mean, I actually could have put this on first. Let me just go back over a little bit. I'm not putting any more of the blush, like the powder on it. I just went back over it. So yeah, this looks like a really nice, like bronzy kind of healthy look. I'm going to take my, no, I'm going to do some setting spray and then we'll wrap it up. Let me just grab one. Okay, so I only have that one, which is the NYX. I don't actually have any other setting sprays from the drugstore. So I'm just going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter. This one has the vitamin C on it. And let's just get that on. This almost has like a little bit of a citrusy scent to it too. In my opinion, I mean, I have other, you know, setting sprays that I like, but nothing, you know, the one that really keeps my face makeup on all day are the Urban Decay All Nighters. But let me just take off this headband and then we'll, I'll give you my final thoughts and we'll wrap it up. My friends, so here's the final look using the star of the show, which is the Verse Skin Tint, and then all these other drugstore level products. I think it's really nice. I like everything that I used. I don't have anything bad to say. Like I said, I had been using the Versed. I really like it. I feel like for a tint, it really does cover up nicely. And yeah, so if you're on the fence or you've been thinking about trying it, like I said, they have other products, other makeup products, but this was the only one that I tried. And I probably am going to try their concealer at some point because I heard that one is really good too. So, but that is the end of this review, my friends. I want to thank you for being here, clicking on my video, leaving comments, giving it a thumbs up or thumbs down if you want. But I really appreciate all of it, and I definitely appreciate your time. Time is precious. So if you're here and you stuck with me through the whole video, I really want you to know that I appreciate it very much. So there's more to come, and I'll see you soon.